Yes, welcome once again to the Transformational Talk. You know, if it's Thursday at 11, we are here. I always tell your friends to tune in. And then you can also share this. The link is going to be up. Please share to as many groups as possible because I believe this is going to be a blessing. This is going to be an eye-opener for somebody. So get yourself ready, get your popcorn if you have to. Today we have a very wonderful guest. I just want her to tell us her name and then atuambie maybe what she does. Etc. Then we'll just get right into it. It's not my day, it's a day, so I want to give her the maximum time. Ndo pia kama kuna kitu anataka kutupresentia, atapata time poa. So with me is a very wonderful lady. Let her tell us her name, atuambie anafanya nini. Atuambie kama kuna pete kwa mkono. Karibu. Because I don't want to assume.
So, hi guys. My name is Winnie Doxa. I'm a creative and I'm so happy to be here. I do spoken word, I do filmmaking, production management, writing and acting and so many other things.
Hizo zote nakwambia. Wengine wanashindwa na mimi hata moja. Kuna mwenye amejaribu hata kuimba. And there are those of us who make joyful noises to the Lord. We just yeah, so I remember I saw you somewhere on TV on a certain program ya Kenya. Ilienda wapi? I know some people might be wondering, this face looks familiar.
Okay. How lies that bind?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was a series, you know, in the Kenyan film industry, show in a come in a role and then in Asia another one comes. Yeah, so that's what happened. Yeah.
I remember it was on KTN, if I'm not. I think it was KTN or something.
Yeah, okay. It was on KTN.
Anyway, we hope utarudi tena kwanza said the way there are so many, we have so many Kenyan content. It's really amazing. Kitambo ilikuwa ni Afro Cinema na Telemundo. Nowadays by the way I can watch Kenyan content.
Well, guys still know Telemundo.
By the way, okay, but Telemundo, but nowadays at least you can get to a station and unapata from 7 to 9 it is Kenyan content.
True.
Yeah. But so anyway, we're going to get into that. But for now, I'd want, apart from the acting, the thing that also makes this unique, we call it transformational talk, is the fact that you're also born again. So maybe take us through that. How has your journey of salvation been?
Oh, wow.
How did it start? How has it been? Of course, challenges here and there, and also being in that industry.
Yeah, it started way back when I was in high school, in Form 1. I won't tell you guys the year, you'll start guessing my age. But anyway, it's just a number, right? So it was in high school. There was what is it called? Weekend challenge. Yes. So there was a weekend challenge. There were guys who had come to our school to do that. So it found me in a place where I was really down. Yeah, and those guys, I really liked what they were doing, you know, just coming. They were young people, they were just coming to encourage us and talk to us. And I was like, I would like to do that too when I grow up, yeah. So, interestingly, I did, yeah. And I gave my life to Jesus then, yeah, and that's where the journey began, yeah. So that's where it began. And by that time,
were you already into... Were you pursuing, did you have that passion like you in the drama club or something of the sort? Already back in high school? Because there are people who started acting even in primary school.
Yeah,
so for you, the passion, did it
mine
begin?
Actually, mine actually began in primary school.
Okay.
Yeah. I was very active in primary school drama. We went to the nationals. Yeah, it was really good.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
because I remember when for us it was active. Whoever can just act, you could go in. There was no skills required. And then, after high school, we realized maybe that is not our line, that is not our calling. Okay. So what are some of the challenges, you faced in this industry? Because I know, like for me, I remember there was a series we were supposed to do that actually appeared in only one episode. We saw you. The reason I did not appear in the rest, you find that some of the content was clashing with my faith. So how do you handle that? Because you might get a role where sasa utact kama Romeo and Juliet, and you know Romeo and Juliet you have to kiss. So how do you handle that? Because I know many people in the acting industry have experienced that. It is almost same with modeling.
Yeah, that's right. It's not easy, really. But the good thing is you have a choice. You have a choice. You can say yes to a role and you can also say no to a role, yeah? Yeah. Personally, I've also had some roles that I've acted that I've battled with. But looking back, I think it's because it was my first time doing it professionally, and I didn't have a big picture. Yeah, so right now I think I'd say also as a creative, it's good to be open-minded, but don't let your open-mindedness make you compromise your values. So just stick to your values, but be an actor and separate the actor from the person. Yeah.
You know, Nadia aliimba akasema si rahisi. Because in this industry, like, have you experienced those times? I know, especially being a lady, you find that mtu anakuambia, you know, if you want that role, my hotel room number is so and so. No, that's how akasema si rahisi, because I've seen so many people complain of that. You go to a producer anakuambia, by the only way you are getting this role, can I have your number? And you're wondering, hey, I'm here professionally, not. So how do you handle that? Because I'm sure there are Christians who out there watching, and maybe someone is at the verge of saying, by then let me just go so that this producer can take me.
Unfortunately, it happens. Yeah, so sad to say it happens. And I have definitely also encountered such. And it's just what I said, you know, like just having values and getting to know where you draw the line, you know. If getting that role and compromising your value is important to you, then that's okay. But for me the role is not as important as my values, you know. So it still narrows down to what are your beliefs, what do you want to be remembered for, you know. So for me, I'd say it's happening. That's the life we live, you know. But it's just you standing down on your foot and just saying, you know what, no, I'm not gonna do that. It's happened to me too. It's happened to me.
Okay, so for artists out there, don't give up. There is hope, I know, because many of them just give up. They see, now this producer will stop calling me because of that. So being an artist, I'm sure I'm going to give you time to do a piece for us, being a spoken word. You said spoken word over there. But I want to ask this second question. That do you feel, as the body of Christ, maybe, and the society in general, have we done enough to incorporate the arts? Because I usually see some I'm forgetting the name of this doctor. She's a doctor. She likes writing so much about how our society does not even value arts. You just have to get A in maths and chemistry and that's it. Go to university, become a doctor, lawyer. So even as a church, have we done enough, or do we treat art as a co-curricular, something that you just do because you're idle?
Unfortunately, I'd say that it had been like that, especially when I look at the poetry bit of it. Poetry has really, we've struggled as poets to get our voice heard out here. Because it was just ile art, you know, that art that ile to art, you know, it's not a big deal. It's not like you say musicians, you know.
You can't even pay bills with that. And people by there are paying bills with this thing.
That's their profession, like that's how they're living, you know. So I'd say with the time, I see it's growing and people are starting to embrace it, and the church can definitely do better. They're doing something, but they can definitely do better. Support more creatives, and open more opportunities for them. So I'd say it's growing slowly and surely, but more can be done. More can be done.
And even for the church now. Have you gone to places where you perform and then unasalimiwa, you are told God bless you, and you're thinking, hey, you know, I will not tell the conductor God bless you.
I know, right?
So what can be a challenge to the church? Because we usually don't read those things. We will only give a pastor some envelope, but then we're not appreciating the artists.
That's right. That's right, and that's so unfortunate. Like you're being told, just serve God. You know, your service in the Lord is not in vain.
God will bless you.
Lord will remember you. Of which He does definitely. But you know, I'm bringing something to the table, so I think I also deserve to be appreciated in some sorts. But that's not the main goal, you know. The challenge with being an artist and a creative is we're so passionate about the things we do, so we don't usually think about the money the first time someone calls you, or
money is
you know,
afterthought.
exactly. we don't usually think about that first. We think about the passion. We are excited about what we do. So me, I'm just thinking, yeah, I'm going to perform, you know. But I'm not thinking, okay, at the end of the day, I have rent to pay, you know. Yeah, that's where the manager comes in. It's good to have a manager, you know, someone who is thinking about you also and your gifting in a financial perspective. Yeah, so, yeah.
Now that you've spoken about a manager, we've had quite a number of previous actors. These are artists who've been on the social media lately begging and asking for help. Maybe what could be advice to artists when they're in the limelight, when they're making it? Because now it doesn't make sense. In Kenya, somebody becomes a celeb for 2 years, then on the 3rd year you're giving us pay bill number and you're wondering, see, this is Kelvin, alikuwa anatuonyesha hapa Lamborghini. This guy was showing us his house in Runda, and then I've come back, I'm now telling guys I need money, I don't have rent. So maybe is it the element of having a manager, a financial advisor? Maybe what could be your thoughts on that? Because so many are broke right now.
Yeah, that's so unfortunate, really, that people have thought for a very long time that being an artist is that person who, unajua venye watu waliambiwa waende shule wasome so that they can have a bright future, and then you decided to be an artist. Yeah, so they think it's those people, you know, those people who they just gave up on life and they decided, let me become an artist. Yeah, so people have really had a very wrong perspective about creatives and artists in general. And it's something that, it still narrows down to, other than my art, how else am I educating myself, you know, in other areas, you know? Am I learning about finances? How am I managing my money? How am I finding someone like a manager, you know, who can help me out in contracts and stuff like those, you know? Or am I even learning myself how to do it? Yeah, so I think I'll just like to challenge all of us to, beyond our art, to desire to grow in other areas too, you know, like, because the world is changing and it is fast and things are evolving, you know, and nowadays clients are asking for invoices and stuff like those, and you need to be up on your game, you know, you need to be able to do these things. And it's also good, what you mentioned, to have a financial advisor, you know. Yeah, someone who can tell you, okay, this is not a good move you're going to make, or this is a good move you're going to make. Yeah, so I think it's okay to be in the limelight, but at the end of the day, I mean, your landlord doesn't care whether in the limelight or not. Yeah, or, you know, exactly, bills. Yeah, bills are not, and don't care whether you're in the limelight or not. Yeah, so for me, even me, I'm also just challenging myself to learn to. Currently, I'm reading Rich Dad Poor Dad. It's a very interesting book on finances. Yeah, so I'm also.
Is it Robert?
That one. Yes, exactly. Yeah, so
you can see I'm a reader.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, so it opens your mind to be able to think in the business world. You know, what is a good investment, what is not a good investment. You know. Yeah, what are the laws about businesses and investment and stuff like those. Yeah, so I just want to challenge artists that let's not put ourselves in a box. It's amazing to master your art and to know it, but it doesn't hurt to have a little more knowledge on something else that affects you directly, like your finances. Yeah.
So we still have quite a number we're going to end that. Then challenge inakwanga, once you're behind this camera, now see time is already almost 11.
Yeah.
I want you to do for us a number. We still have some questions.
Okay.
I want you to tackle, and then we'll also do another one probably when you're finishing. Then so give us a piece, because some people are saying, hey, you're an artist. Look the camera, and now I wish we could have that piano. Next time I'll organize with the guys. You can we have some background.
No worries.
So give us a piece.
Okay.
Well. Yeah.
So this piece, it's titled "He Took Me Through." Right now, I know most of us are going through a lot of stuff with the COVID, and there's so many things happening. I've seen some of my friends are losing relatives, people they love, and everyone is really in a tight space. So this piece, I wrote it. It's titled "He Took Me Through." Yeah, and it's just a reminder to us that we need to remember where we have come from and not give up, because God has taken us through this far. If you're here and you're listening to this is not the end for you. God has a great plan for you, and He's going to take you through. So enjoy the piece. Yeah, you can also watch it on my YouTube channel. Yeah, so. Like Elijah, I'm filled with fear. Oh, how fast I've forgotten the way you killed the prophets of Baal through me. The way you filled the widows' jugs of oil. The way you filled the hearts of men with fear and reverence for your name. The way you fought Jezebel and spared my life. The way you fed me through the ravens when I was in my lowest state. Remind me, God, that you took me through. Like the Israelites, I faced Goliath. And this time, he presented himself in form of lust, sexual immorality, anger, resentment, social media, jealousy, envy, and everything in between. For 40 days and nights, I couldn't kill him. But like David, you found me when I'm hiding behind all my disguises. You sent me in your name, you honored and favored me. So today, I stand asking, remind me, God, that you took me through. When I believed, you saved me. When I spoke of your love, you revealed it to me. When I prayed for him, you answered me. Like the Israelites, you took me to a land flowing with milk and honey. You made me a queen in a foreign land. You bestowed on me a crown of beauty instead of ashes and oil of gladness instead of mourning. And you dressed me in a garment of praise instead of a spirit of despair, because you promised. So please remind me, God, that you took me through. Remind me that you are my forest of Ephraim, that you are my sling and stone, that you are my sword, that you are the raven that feeds me, that you are the overflow of oil in the widow's jug. You can do exceedingly above all that I can even ask or imagine. Remind me that you grant me victory in all battles, that in your name, Jesus, I can do all things. That you uphold me and keep me, that you establish every work of my hand, that you who began a good work in me will bring it to completion. Remind me, God, even in these COVID times, remind us, God, even in these times of uncertainty, remind us, God, even in these times of being anxious, remind us that you brought us this far and you'll continue to do so because you are our Ebenezer. Thank you.
Wow, yeah. Lakini watu wananinipoint wanafanyanga hivyo kuraga kuclap.
Yeah, it's now.
Yeah, so anyway, wow, that's a wonderful piece.
Thank you.
So now, we were still to talk. You see, I'd asked you about whether the church and the society in general is supporting. The reason is because I knew we were going to come to this issue of late we've been seeing so many, I don't want to mention them, but we've seen so many gospel artists crossing over to the secular. And you know, as Kenyans, of course, we'll be there bashing, but we don't ask ourselves what is leading to that, because probably these guys didn't get support. Imagine umeenda, you've performed in a concert, then naambia Bwana kubariki. And then in the clubs here, some of them are paid as much as, there's actually a Kenyan secular artist who ndo muite, you must have 1 point, you know, like I'm thinking 1 million, and for us, we will tell our gospel artists, see, Mungu akubariki. So someone is wondering, let me go to the other side.
Yeah.
So what do you think is some of the factors that maybe we can change that is contributing to why are gospel crossing over to secular? And they're even proud about it. They're at our Fiji.
Yeah, that's a really sad reality, to be honest, that we are not looking out for our own, you know. We're not looking out for each other. And I think there's this verse in the Bible that Jesus said, by this all men will know you're my disciples if you love one another. Yeah, so I don't know, it all narrows down. As a believer, ask yourself, how loving am I? You know, loving is not just texting or sending that love heart to someone and say, I love you, you know. No. I think it's something we need to ask ourselves, you know, how am I impacting someone else's life, you know? How am I helping them become better, you know? How am I ensuring that this person's gift or talent, it's growing, you know? They're able to get to higher heights, you know? You know, I think it's important for us to get out of ourselves, you know, and this I'm also speaking to myself, you know. It's important for us to get out of ourselves and start looking out for each other, you know, because I don't think that will be the story if the church, you know, if we could be covering each other, you know. They say it's written in the Bible that love covers many sins, you know, if we were covering each other, I don't think these are the stories that we could be listening to, because someone would have already sorted that situation. Yeah, so I think it narrows down to a personal relationship with Christ. You know, how I, as Winnie, how am I relating with God? Am I able to listen to God and obey him when he's telling me, hey, Winnie, Ebu, reach out to Kelvin, give him a call and just find out how he's doing. You know, do I obey that voice that is telling me that? You know, do I obey that voice is telling me that Ebu, to me, will say 1,000, you know? You know, so I think we've just allowed ourselves to get to a place where if it's not making sense to me, I'm not doing it. And one thing I keep on learning is the things that God does, most times they don't usually make sense. So I'm trying as much as I can not to try and make sense out of everything. If I get a prompting, I'm just going to do it. I'm not going to wait to make sense out of it so that I'm able to defend my logic. So I just say it narrows down to an individual. You know, change always starts with an individual. It doesn't take a million, it just takes one. So if one can say, you know what, I'm gonna be intentional on how I live, and I'm gonna love people beyond myself and do it intentionally, I think we wouldn't be hearing these stories. We can say it's about the money, but I don't really think it's the money. You know, people are not really looking out for money. People are looking out for true love. People are looking out for true acceptance. You know, people are looking out for people who just be real with them. I don't think it's really about the money. Because you realize some of those people who are in the, you want to call it secular, the other side. I have friends who are not born again at all, like nowhere close, you know. But how I see them live and how they relate with me, it blows my mind, because unfortunately I don't even get that from some of my friends who are in church, you know. So then it makes you wonder, okay, then what really makes someone a good person? You know, where do we draw the line? Is it that now you're born again, you're an amazing person? No. So I also don't like working with the label of you know, hey, my name is Winnie, I'm a born again. It doesn't, people don't care, you know. People just want to see how you're going to treat me. Exactly.
How there are those who are very good at saying, but then when you look at their behavior, you wonder, why did you even say you're born again? True. So I think we need to take that into account, because like I remember there was a pastor who was saying that one day aliona mtu, somebody had a bumper sticker, you know, this bumper sticker of, I don't know, I'm born again, this is my, so many things, the verse written there. And then the person was the one who was hooting and cutting everyone in traffic. So everyone was telling them, I don't afford to wear your sticker. Like, you're not even behaving like the way your bumper sticker says. So I think there are so many Christians with a bumper sticker, yet they're making the name of Christ look. When you look at their behavior. So maybe that's why they're even living. Because I remember I heard the story of one gospel artist who said a Christian promoter told him to come to an event and everything. Then this promoter, ikifika time ya kulipa and everything, the way he talked to him, the person was saying they did not see Christ at all. The person was ruthless. The person was saying words that are vulgar. So I think it's true. We need to have an element of love and covering. So love. That even if there's no money, at least I feel appreciated and covered.
True.
And so even as our time is really going, but we still have to tackle, how would you advise maybe parents? Just talk to the parents. There are parents who have kids who are gifted differently, but they have to just push the kid to get A. And I think in the Western world, it's a little bit more accepted. You'll find that there's even, I even saw there's a football academy. When a parent sees my kid is gifted in this, they'll not try to force them at you have to do math. When your son knows how to draw, you see they're taken to drawing school and all that. But in Kenya, I'm telling you, tell your parent that, sasa mimi nimeacha shule, I want to go and draw. Mshipi natafutwa. So like, how would you maybe talk to parents to understand your child might be gifted differently? There are those who just want to be a DJ, but the dad does insist that you have to be an engineer. And you and engineering, you're west and east. So how would you maybe talk to guys around that area so that they support instead of fighting?
I know I have a lot of kids I've taught,
Yeah.
so I'll be very careful what I say right now.
Because
they're like, Teacher Winnie. Yeah, I said, yeah, but school is definitely school is very important. I believe in being educated and just learning to the best of the best that you can be. Yeah, but also don't let that be it. You know, don't say that if you're not educated or then if you don't go to school finished. Or you know, like that your life is dependent on it. That's not true. Yeah, your life is dependent on God. You know, he's the one who writes the script. So you can't say because I didn't go to school or because I don't have a degree or because I'm not ABCD, that's why I'm not able to be successful or I'm not able to achieve what I desire. Yeah, so I'd say allow your child to grow in the giftings that they have, nurture it, you know, create opportunities for them. Yeah, let them become. You never know whom you're raising, and kids are very, very smart. You know, they catch things really fast. Yeah, so if you can nurture that gift of writing right now, that gift of acting right now, you'll be amazed, you know, whom you're raising. So just nurture the gift. Yeah, let them have be educated even in it. Let them get more skills in that gifting, and you'll be amazed that the person you're raising. Yeah, so God first, and that's what I'd say.
So that at least there's that support. So now I want you to also do another piece, because I know time to Mimi. I told you once you get behind this screen, I think somebody usually comes that when it and I can see it already. You can still give us another piece, and then I also still want you'll have a time to just look into the camera and encourage someone. I know people are going through tough times, as you say. I was sharing with someone and they were telling me from the moment lockdown was announced last year, they've been jobless for more than a year now. And this is somebody who has family to feed. The landlord does not care, so they have to move to a smaller space. People are really struggling out here. So maybe just first give us a piece, and then we'll get to that section. And you know, you'll also have to share your handles later on, because people need to follow you here. So,
all right. Okay, I'll do the piece. This piece is titled I Pray For You. Yeah, it's for that special guy. Yeah. So, like the joy of a woman from delivery, when she first sees a newborn baby, my heart is always filled with joy and gladness at the thought of you. My sweetie, my honey, my sugar, well, that's rather common. Allow me to call you my courageous man. And I want you to know that wherever you are, I pray for you. Love, acceptance, understanding, among many other things are what I desire from you. Whoa, hold it there. You think I'm asking for too much? Well, but even if you think it's too much to ask, I believe God is working in your heart to bring out the Abraham, the Isaac, the Jacob in you, oh yes, the David, a man after God's own heart. Fear not, my courageous man. Always remember that wherever you are, I pray for you. When you call me your angel, may you be reminded that I am not that pure, that I was once a lost child who loved the worldly pleasures, that I was like Rahab, and I hope you'll be my Hosea, that I was like Rahab, and I hope you'll be my Hosea, that I was lost, but now I'm found. Therefore, my courageous man, I want you to know that wherever you are, I pray for you. When people don't seem to accept you, when they don't seem to recognize your efforts, when they take you for granted, honey, sorry I meant, my courageous man, please don't lose heart. Keep fighting like Joshua. Keep believing like Daniel. Keep praising like David. Keep forgiving like Joseph, and loving like Jesus. Knowing that wherever you are, I pray for you. I pray that you will make me your church and fill me with unfailing love. That you will selflessly provide, protect, and care for me. I, bone of your bone and flesh of your flesh. And even when you might not meet up to all this, just know that I, your woman, will be still praying for you. Thank you.
Wow, wonderful. I hope my future girlfriend, you will have to write for me a poem. Ama your story itakuwa, yeah, I'm in a long distance relationship in the future. But anyway, she's watching whoever she will be, and so,
yeah, amen. She's watching.
I love someone here, and you know yourself. So anyway, that is very wonderful. So uliapo hiyo story tukianza.
Story gani?
Huyo mwenye amesemewa poem. Ana watch ama ako in the future. Ni mtu wako ndio mafans waache kuuliza, wasianze kuniuliza number. Don't ask me by the way.
Very good. Yeah.
So there is someone in the vicinity.
Yeah, there is.
That's wonderful. So I'm afraid the person has probably watched, and I think we will link lazima mtumie, lazima aone by force.
Anajua tana watch to size.
And you put it on this timeline. Yeah. So that's wonderful. So as I was saying, maybe just speak to someone as we're concluding. There's someone who needs to be encouraged, someone who just has already even been transformed by that story. There's an upcoming artist, maybe ameona kumbe si lazima. I thought it is a must, you have to compromise to make it in this industry, but it's not a must. So maybe just encourage someone as we are concluding. Yeah. Okay.
Hi guys, so thank you so much for being with us this far. I hope you're enjoying. I am. Yeah, and if you're creative out there, you are a man or a woman, a girl or a boy, a father or a mother, you know, creative or not, and you're going through something right now, you're in that space, you feel you're alone and nobody cares. I just want you to remember that God is with you. You're not alone. You can talk to him. You can tell him how you feel and reach out for help. Reach out for help. Talk to someone. Don't let things get out of hand, and don't lose yourself. Whatever is happening, don't lose yourself. You know, we might lose everything else, but don't lose yourself. And know that God got you, and this is not the end. He will take you through this, and you'll come out stronger than you think. So keep hope alive, and keep your eyes on Jesus. He's the one who knows it all. You know, don't put your expectations on people. People will disappoint you, but put your hope and trust in God only. He's the one who never fails. So be encouraged and keep looking up, keep holding your head up no matter what you're going through, and know that it's gonna be okay and you're not in this alone. Yeah, thank you. God bless you.
Amen. So now maybe let's share. People need to find you. Facebook, Twitter, hizo zote. So where can guys find you?
Yeah, so all my social handles are Winnie Doxa on Facebook, on Instagram, and on Twitter it's Winnie Dox, D-O-X. Okay. Yeah, only, yeah. So that's it. Even my YouTube channel, it's Winnie Doxa.
Yeah, please go subscribe, listen and subscribe. Yeah. And I believe we'll still have Winnie again. We are even having more interesting programs in the future. The COVID imetufungia. I think once COVID is over, we'll be having those sessions where we can have studio audience, and then they'll be asking questions. Kama sasa nilikuwa nauliza, but you see now we are limited. We have to obey the regulations and everything. Right. So thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, karibu sana. We love you again.
Yeah, thank
you. Go subscribe, Winnie. And also, by the way, once you like JTV, like right now this is live, so once we go live, you'll be getting the notification. So please, if you've not done so, go click JTV and also get interacting with me. Thank you for those who've given us their feedback. I'm also Kelvin Obonyo on Instagram, on Facebook, everywhere. Yeah. So until next time, God bless you. Thank you. We are out. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to read the questions, the reviews, but that's nice.